Hey, we're getting ready to start another video in our series from Zero to Hero. Basically, today what I want to do is go over the sample ordering process. Now, we looked up on the last video how to find samples or find products that were potentially good to sell online on sales channels like eBay or Amazon, Sears, Rakuten, Jet, the list goes on. So now what we need to be able to do after we've researched some product is find those suppliers and then place some orders. So what I'm going to do is show you a product I'm actually working on right now. It's really expensive, so I'm not really afraid most of you are going to jump into that market. It's a tough market and there's a lot of competition, but it's also, like I said, pretty expensive. So I'm going to share my screen right now. Let's see if we can get to where we want to go. I think we can do it. Should be this one, right? No, I should be able to do it. All right. So hopefully you guys can see that and you're getting what I want. All right. So what we did was we looked around and we, some partners and I decided we wanted to get into the rotomode cooler business. Rotomolded coolers, for those of you who may or may not know, is the Yeti style cooler. It's a rotomold process with the plastic. These tend to be very strong, nearly indestructible, and they work extremely well. They've actually been around for a long time. The food trade industry, the craft industry, things like caterers have used this type of product for quite a while. So the first thing I did was I went over to my friend Alibaba here and did a nice little search on rotomolded coolers. And before I continue, I'm going to double check this and find out. So anyway, we did a quick search, and you notice they have subcategories. But I just did the general search for rotomolded coolers in Alibaba. Now you can probably find some U.S. companies. We could do a search for that. There are definitely some plastic companies in the U.S. that can do this process. But we're finding fewer and fewer of these companies are actually doing it. I've worked with one of the major cooler companies. I know them very well, and I know that even they have challenges. So first thing I do is I'm going to go ahead and find my trade assurance. I'm going to do my little gold supplier thing. I like to check the assessed supplier, although I know it may knock everybody out. But it didn't in this case. So you can see that these companies all have trade assurance protection. This one is up to 140,000. They're all minimum of gold suppliers, and they've been assessed. So a third-party company went out and checked them out. So we have the top of the top. Look at this, $1.5 million in trade assurance, 9 years as a gold supplier, right? And they're doing rotomolded coolers, and it looks like they're doing soft side too. And because these pictures are for a soft side. So cooler bags, rotomolded cooler boxes. Looks like they've worked with a bunch of different companies. Interesting combination. They're talking about poly bags. These are not rotomolded. This is a soft side cooler. They're a nice soft side cooler. I like this, a nice test report showing heavy metals, lead and cadmium in their product, and any other types of known carcinogens and things that are not allowed in the U.S. or most of the overseas places. So that's a really good sign there. This looks like people sitting down and stitching. So this company really isn't a rotomolded cooler company. So right off the bat, we found that they aren't very good. We don't want to deal with them. They're using rotomold. Now this is a rotomold product. This is not. This is a standard cooler product. That's a rotomold product, so we can look at them. Anyway, so we find our suppliers that we're going to choose, right? And then once we found them, we're going to start sending them emails. So I actually have quite a few emails, and where did I put that? Oh, it's right here. All right, hopefully you can see that. These are actually, I'm sorry, these are quotes from the companies. So I'll choose a company like this one, and we'll check them out. Okay, 33 years, Camping Solutions. This is Foshan Kindle Import-Export Company. So this is really an import-export. This is a trade company. Yeah, this is a trade company. They're not a manufacturer, so I don't want to deal with them so much. Nice pictures. They do a good job. We won't complain about them much at all. A lot of this stuff isn't true rotomold. Foshan, this is an electron company. Kind of weird. You'll notice that a lot. Nice plastic ice chest coolers. We keep on going. Look at them. Notice how they're all using the same picture? This is the Foshan Electron Company again. Interesting. All right. Kind of got some good information about them. I don't know why they would have a lithium rechargeable battery. That's kind of weird. I guess maybe some of their coolers may be electronic. Some coolers do have that. Nice design. Traditional Yeti style rotomolded cooler right there. They're watermarking it. Smart. Other people are stealing it. This is what a rotomold design looks like. Doing rotational molded. Cleaning off the excess. Nice. Looks like the product. I don't know. It's kind of crazy why they did it. They got their trading terms. It looks like they do a bunch of stuff. So they're doing LED and plastics. And so I guess they're trying to use their rotational mold machines to build some other stuff. Actually, they actually have some other pictures of some of their other products. This is another nice rotomolded cooler, hinged type with a locking hinge. Not bad. I'm interested in what kind of other stuff they have. Anyway, so we're going to contact this supplier because they look pretty good. I've already done the research on the product. That's funny. Minimum order one piece, 1,000 pieces a month, $80 a pop. Let's go back to their other one. Yeah, this is a different box. It's going to be a different price. You can see they have the smaller ones, which is kind of cool. Interesting design. Using metal hinges. This is a more plastic design. This is a more traditional design. So interesting. So we're going to contact them, and it's going to be real simple. So, hi, my name is Alan with GDW Inc. in Houston, Texas, USA. My partners and in rotational molded products. Find your company to be the best. We would like more information about the product you carry, pricing, and also if we could purchase one or two of your top quality cooler samples we can test design. Oops, misspelled that. Let's fix that. Would appreciate it. And express ship them to our warehouse in Houston. Once we determine quality, which is our requirements, we will be these. Is cost of the shipping is so we can looking towards profitable relationship. And I'm going to put a couple of things here because I'm looking to know their production run times for a 40-foot container, but I'm also looking to do something to save myself some money on shipping. So what I wanted to do is nest the smaller coolers inside of larger ones to allow for more coolers to be shipped. And here, let's fix our spelling. And this is some pretty important questions. A couple of these help me out. One, they're going to help me determine whether or not this supplier is legitimate, they understand what's going on and can help my needs. Because I want to know what their production run time is. They're looking at 600 pieces a month. Okay, so they have 2 machines running 600 pieces in 30 days. The challenge with that is that a container probably holds more than 600 units. And in order to make this worthwhile for me, I'm looking to do a container. And, you know, they could be averaging it. They could be mistaken. Are they talking about 600 of their smaller ones, 600 of their larger ones? What are they doing? And what I want to do is take a small one like this, put it in a medium one like this, put that in a larger one like this, and then put that inside the big one. And that way what I've nested is 4 or 5 of those units inside of one big one, and then we fill the container with that, and I'm able to get a variety of sizes inside that thing. Anyway, so we'll see what's up. We're going to share our business card. Bang, hit the contact supplier. Oops, forgot I need to do the login doodad. Hopefully I remember what my password is. Yep. And there we go. Now we've sent them a nice little email. And as most of you know, what happens is ping, you start getting some responses. And as you can see, I have a bunch. So here we go. And we're going to go into we'll go into the replies. So you see, send a nice little email, nothing too fancy, thanking them for their time, letting them know what I'm looking for. Again, don't overthink it. It's not that hard. Nope, none of these things are what I was looking for. So let's see if we have inquiries. What do we got? They open up a new tab for everything you do, good and bad. Right. Yeah, here we go. Here's one that responded back. They're showing me all the new stuff. They've cleaned it up. So next, we'll skip it. All right, so here's the company. Look at that, for 500 units, $24,500, 80% complete, shipping, confirm the order. $549 a piece. That's interesting. Does the math add up? Oops. Let's check that out. 500 times 49. Yep. So there's what 500 units is going to cost. 24,000. Going to be sea freight, FOB, trade assurance. They're giving me a quote back. Got their information. This is an actual plastic container company, so I actually like them. And that's for 500 of this product, which is actually not a bad product. Not a bad manufactured product at all. I've looked at their stuff. You can see some pictures of it. It's got the rubberized locking hinges, the rope style handles, and the nice drain plug. Stainless steel components. You know, definitely a fairly decent product. Here's their rotational molded devices. You can see they are building them and putting them bad boys together. Does have the locking corners. They have multiple molds. So we've seen them. So they want to do an order. Okay, what have they sent me? Here, they sent me the things I'm looking for. Here's a cooler spec doc. These must be pictures. I don't know if I want to see that. Let's look at the cooler specs. Yep, great. So here we go. Here's their different coolers. They're showing us what the outside and inside diameters and the weights are. They're doing a 5-day cooler. Basically, they're saying it'll keep ice for 5 days. That's okay. The foam thickness is pretty thin in these smaller ones and definitely thicker in the larger ones. So this is 110 liters, and a liter is actually more than a quart. So, for example, this is like a 35 quart, right? This is like a 42 quart, 43 quart, 65 quarter, 85 quarter, 120 quarter roughly. And you can see if I get 500 units out of Ningbo, they're $130 each. For the larger, 110. And in a 40-foot container, not an HQ, but a standard 40-foot container is 280 pieces. So you can only get 280 units, okay? And we can only get 500 units of the smaller one that they're selling for 45. So it would cost me 25 grand to get a 20-foot container, and probably about 5,000 to get it shipped end to end. So we're looking at 30 grand for 500 units. So total cost landed, you know, we're looking at what, 60 bucks? 60 bucks a whack to get these bad boys landed in the US. And rotation month, 30 working days. So basically 500 units will take them 5 weeks. They'll change the color, nice. Do an adhesive sticker logo on it. They'll reduce the price if we order more. As you can see, $1 less if I order 1,000, $2 less if you order 2,000. It's not a super big discount. I can get a sample in 3 to 5 days. So it would be nice to see what their samples look like. It looks like their style is the same. It's just larger quantities. Looks like their larger ones have some cup holders in the top. The smaller one does not. I'd probably want to look at maybe this one, and this one to see if we can stack them, because I doubt, based upon these interior dimensions, we'll be able to put very many of them inside each other. This is 546 millimeters. and none of them have that inside dimension, so it won't even fit inside them. So these are going to be individual containers. It's not going to happen that way. That changes things a bit. Yeah, so this is a $30,000 or $40,000 purchase. Easy. Not a bad company though. Definitely one I want to look at getting a sample from. So now we're going to ask for a sample. We'll get out of that, and we're going to come back and reply. So who was it? It's Jason. Jason. For your information on the local cooler products you make, the quality looks to be very good. We would like to move forwards with ordering a couple of samples of the smaller. If I'm not mistaken, let me open that up again real quick. Yeah, 30 liter. 30 liter unit to test. Actually, total cost of 2 samples is $380. I've already asked for it. So here you go. We've already done it. I have arranged payment. And this is an interesting piece here for you guys. Let's make sure I spell things right. All right. I know I'm not talking enough, but hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing on the page. So basically, these people responded back, okay, to my initial email, which basically said, my name's Alan with Gadget Deals. I'm looking to start importing these products, that they look like a good product. We want to get some samples to check the quality, just a couple of samples shipped to our warehouse, and give us a quote for express shipment or whatever he thought would be best. And then we're looking at ordering a few thousand units a month if things work out very well. And so he responded back, basically saying that they have the 30 to 110 liters. He sent me the pricing, and 2 pieces of sample is going to cost $380. Because basically the samples are 50 bucks a piece, $45 a piece, so it's $90 for the samples and $290 in shipping, which express shipping on a large cooler, I expect that. That doesn't make, you know, that's not, I'm not looking to sell the samples. Unlike some people, I don't buy samples to sell. I buy samples to test the quality, and I don't really need to sell them on eBay or somewhere else to test that quality. You know if it's junk or not. I put a high quality standard on the products that we do. So I'm going to send him that email, and then I'm going to send him some money real quick. So we have his PayPal email address. I'm going to pop into my PayPal account real quick, and I have a special PayPal account. It's not my name, so it comes across as a different company. And that way when they see the payment, it comes from my boss, not me. Kind of an interesting little trick that I learned. Did that go? There it goes. And we're going to pay for goods or services. I don't expect to, you know, they talk about being able to be protected and stuff like that. Let's go back. Whoops. Using PayPal. I don't find that to be true at all. $380. Just want to double check that. There we go. And let them know that this is for the 230-liter samples by employee. Requested. Now I'm just an employee and I can act like an idiot, and if I don't know anything, it's no big deal. So we've sent them the money, no big deal. We'll get out of there. Bam. We're done. Check that out. We have just ordered 2 samples of rotomotive coolers from this company. Guess what? We're not done. So let's back up and see what else we got. Okay, it's another company for the cooler boxes and rotational molded. She said she's sending me an email, Joyce, and I do remember that email, and I have a copy of it, so we can look at it. This person sent me a quote, so let's go ahead and take a look at their quote. This is for a new product. This is for a new product, so I'm going to look at that later. And is this the same? Yes, it's the same. New product. So okay, there's those. Now let's go ahead and open up this. Here's some more price lists and quotes that we got. So here's a different company for this 150 liter, which is a big honking cooler, and some more. So this is a new chemical materials company. Let's see, they're 25 liter, which is a little bit smaller. $65. So they're actually a little more expensive, as you can see from their products. Let's see if they give us anything. This is just for the samples. No, it's not. They'll do a mixed 20-foot container, so you don't have to order all the same product. Look at that. The internal dimensions would almost allow for this 75 to fit in that 150. Let's look here. The external dimensions are 56 by 36 by 37. Oh man, their internal dimensions on that one are just a hair off. Same thing here. You can almost fit it in. That would be nice. But you can see their prices are a little more expensive. And now why? Why do they think their prices are worth that much more? I don't know, but it's a nice little quote that gives us that pricing and stuff. You can see what they got. Here's a performa invoice for another company. Here you go. This is the 25 quart, similar product, $82, 160 something for 2 of them. Shipping by FedEx, $365. It's $529 for a 25 liter box. Notice that it's an $82 price. So why are they more expensive than the other? Is it a better product? The weight says it's heavier, so it could be just a better product. 2 of them for $500, about $250 a piece, which is like buying them retail, right? Yeah, not awful, but not great either. So I think the other company's beating them all. Let's see, what do we got here? That's a picture of one. I like that. This is a fisherman's. This is definitely a fisherman's. It's got a measurer up top so you can measure before you throw your fish in. Interesting picture. Let's see if we got this. This is a catalog from one of the companies. Oh yeah, they got a lot of different products. Let's see, 28 liter, almost the same price. $55 a piece for the sample. 1 to 10 pieces. Samples for this one, 65. This is a 38 liter. So they actually have a good deal here. We definitely want to talk to them. And then here's another company, and they have a large variety of rotomotor coolers, you can see. And let's look at the same 30-ish, about the same price. Samples are a little bit more. So this is another company we can definitely talk to. Definitely another company we can talk to. All right. So as you can see, ordering samples isn't really that hard. It's just a matter of finding the company, not being afraid to pull the trigger and make that happen. Hopefully this has helped some of you guys start to make some stuff happen. And I might just record this one again because it seems to be recording only that desktop. This is supposed to be live. Let's stop it.